Hi, Lisa. I've got everything set up now for inventory. For you to do inventory, you're going to want to go to the admin tab up here. Okay, normally you'd be in circulation. Go over to admin tab. And down here, there's a tab for inventory. If when you check you don't find that inventory tab, let me know right away. That means I haven't given you the right access to rights that you need to have. You'd click on inventory. Shoot, I thought I set this up. I'm going to do the start new. Inventory name 2024 25. Oh, fiddlesticks. Sorry, I thought I had this done. I don't remember what I'm even doing anymore. 2024 2025 inventory. Okay, we're going to do everything. We're going to do everything. I'm going to set it up. Sure you want to start? Yes. Okay. You won't need to worry about that. Now that I've got it all set up, it's good to go. This is the page it'll bring you to every time. If you're in circulation, you go over to admin and click on inventory, it'll bring up this page. Okay, this is the page you're going to do the bulk of your work on. You're going to scan or enter each book one at a time. Now I do have a sheet of barcodes here that I just printed off and sent to you. So all I need to do is go through and scan every book in the library. Every single book, every single item. If it's got a barcode on it, it needs to be scanned. And I'll need to check. I know there used to be some things in that back office area that also needed to be scanned. At one point, excuse me, we'd gotten rid of some of those items, but I think there still might be some things back there. I try to do it in sections. I'll do all the paperbacks first. Then I'll do all the hardcover fiction. Then I'll do nonfiction. And just work my way around the library and do a section at a time, always remembering where I left off and where I started. When we get to a certain point, you'll be able to print out a report that tells you what is still missing. I believe, this number will continue to go up as you work through, and then we can click on it and do a report of copies that are unaccounted for. And if I print that off, it'll tell me every book that's still missing from the library. When we get to the point where you've scanned 99% of everything we have, that's when we want to start to print that list off and start hunting for those books. We'll go back and check the shelves again to make sure that we didn't miss something. The kids do pick up books, especially in the middle school paperbacks. They'll pick them up and they'll throw them behind the stack. So we'll find them behind there. It'll happen with the nonfiction as well. Somebody's pulled a book off the shelf. Rather than putting it back, they throw it behind the books on the shelf. So we'll figure out what's missing, and then we'll see if we can find it again on the shelves. When you are scanning, don't go too fast. I had a student aide help me one year, and he just wanted to go 90 miles an hour. And that usually causes problems. And then instead of having a list of 15 books you need to find at the end, you got a list of 150, which then becomes a real drag. So take your time. I don't know if you have a Chromebook or not. I'm assuming you have a Chromebook. Chromebooks are the easiest ways. Sorry, that's my chair. Chromebooks are the easiest way to do inventory. Make sure it's fully charged. You're going to take the scanner, disconnect it from the library computer, and plug it into a USB port on the Chromebook. Then you can carry that Chromebook with you and the scanner around the library and do your inventory. That way it doesn't impact anything you're doing on the front counter. You don't have to pull cables and cords and whatever. So much easier now that everything is wireless. So yeah, get a Chromebook, disconnect the scanner from the main library computer, and then take that Chromebook and scanner around the library with you to do your scanning. You'll want to make sure the volume is turned down low because it's going to make that beep sound every time you scan, and it drives everybody in the building crazy because the library kind of acts like an echo chamber. So turn your volume down as low as you can, but still loud enough so that you can hear it. Every once in a while, it won't scan correctly. You'll get the bonk sound, and you just scan the book again. And one of the reasons we put the barcodes on the books where we do is that you should be able to go down a shelf, tip scan, tip scan, tip scan. You're going to pull that book just out with your finger, not all the way off the shelf, scan it, put it back in. That's why we do it the way we do with the barcodes. You don't or shouldn't need to take the whole book off the shelf. You just tip it with your finger, scan it, tip it with your finger, scan it. And once you get in a routine, you'll be okay. And then at night when you go home and close your eyes, you'll see barcodes. But if you can get started on this, it'd be really helpful. It does take a while. It's tedious. It's dusty. You're going to want to wash your hands because that library is so wide open. We pick up every piece of dust and hair and pollen and whatever floats around in that building. So again, if you were to come in, you're under circulation, you go to admin, click on inventory, and then just start scanning. And that's all you need to do. The only problem is it has to be every single item in the library. All right, I hope that helps. Let me know if you have questions. And whenever you want to get started on this, we don't want to do it all in one day. Pick a small section, scan them, move on to the next day, pick a small section, scan them, just so we keep plugging away at it. All right, let me know if you have questions.